Alright, Sinners, welcome back to your channel. Welcome back to your channel. Welcome back to my channel. Now, welcome back to the channel, you guys. It's your boy, YoungSin. Today, I got a video by Freaky Attraction. This is called Have You Seen Thing 3? Universal Studios Creepypasta. You guys don't know what a creepypasta is? This is what I know about creepypasta. I don't know if this is exactly the definition or not. But they're like really scary stories. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I interpret it as. They're like scary. They're like versions of existing stuff that's made to be scary. I think that's the definition. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, just let me know if I'm wrong. And if you guys can, just please put the actual definition, like exactly what a creepypasta is, in the comment section, please. Because I might not be explaining it the best. But this is Have You Seen Thing 3? I didn't even know there was a Thing 3 to begin with. Like, all I know is Thing 1 and Thing 2. And even them niggas didn't really go by, well, they went by their names, but they also had other names you wanted to call them. Like what was it? It was Thing A and Thing B. But Thing 2 wanted to be called Thing A, and Thing 1 was Thing B. You had David. You had Super Thing. You had Thang Thang. And then you had my favorite. I think it was Thing 2 that wanted to be called this. You got my boy Chocolate Thunder. Boy had a stripper name, bro. Chocolate Thunder. But yeah, I ain't never heard of a Thing 3. Now unless the Cat in the Hat lied to me and Chocolate Thunder was really Thing 3. But this is about 10 minutes, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna get into it. Hopefully it's not too scary. I don't want to be scared shitless, but you know. Let's get it. Let's get it. My fault, yeah.
My son Aiden loved the Dr. Seuss books.
This bitch is loud.
They had been his favorite ever since he was about 4 years old. Pretty much every time I would sit down on his bed to tuck him in at night, he would ask me to read one, and most of the time, it was Cat in the Hat. I have to admit, that wasn't my favorite one.
That boy was a child.
I always felt like there was something off about it. The way the cat just randomly shows up, the strange contraptions he uses, and of course, how he unleashes the demonic Thing 1 and Thing 2. But I suppose putting the needs and desires of another person before your own is what being a parent is all about. So I would sit down at his bedside almost every night and read him the story. He was totally engrossed in it.
What was your favorite cat? Like, I should have saved this to the end, but fuck it. What was your guys' favorite Dr. Seuss book? Mine was Green Eggs and Ham. Only because that shit was funny. I do not like green eggs and ham. I do not like green eggs and ham, Sam I am. That how it went? No, it's not how it went, but fuck it.
I remember him sitting up perfectly straight at certain points of the story and just staring at the pages of the book, like he'd never seen anything more impactful or interesting.
Dr. Seuss is dope.
After reading it to him many dozens of times, I got pretty tired of it.
Facts.
So the next time he requested it,
my fault, y'all.
I begrudgingly asked, "What is it you like so much about this book?" To which he quickly responded,
"Thing 3, Daddy. I like Thing 3.
No fucking thing. What the fuck, bro? Too many fucking ads, yo.
Thing 3, Daddy. I like Thing 3.
Thing 3? But there's only Thing 1 and Thing 2.
Right, there is no Thing 3.
You're funny, Daddy.
I ain't laughing.
Happily. I think he was about 5 at the time. And I'll be honest, that wasn't the only strange thing he'd ever said to me. So I just kind of let him be and continued reading him the story. I'd be lying, though, if I said I didn't keep a lookout for somewhere in the book where it showed a Thing 3. Yet I found nothing. Fast forward a few years, Aiden was a little older, but still an avid lover of the Dr. Seuss books.
Okay.
So when he found out that there was a whole Dr. Seuss area at Universal Studios in Orlando,
there is?
He badly wanted to go. He begged my wife Rachel and I every day to fly down there. And finally, after a few months, we cracked.
Aww.
We both got some time off from work and took a much-needed family vacation down. Aiden was so excited while on the trip that we had to plead with him a few times to calm down in the airplane. I guess he always was kind of a hyper kid.
I see the kids.
Once we finally arrived at the park, of course our first destination was the Seuss area in Islands of Adventure.
Right.
And I have to admit, Universal did a pretty good job with it. While it's targeted at kids, the theming really is spot on. It makes you feel very immersed in the world of Dr. Seuss, even as an adult. Luckily, we were there during the off-season, and mostly had that area to ourselves. I remember as soon as the Cat in the Hat ride came into Aiden's view, his eyes lit up.
Okay.
He started running towards it, and we quickly chased behind. Now, I'm not sure if you've ever been, but it's probably one of the emptiest rides in all of Universal,
Really?
which really makes it kind of creepy as soon as you enter the queue. The loading zone was completely barren, and as soon as we approached the track, a very tired-looking employee loaded the three of us onto one of the cars.
Okay.
Now, I'm not sure if it was just because no one else was there, but the ride felt really eerie.
Right.
Everything from the old rubbery animatronics to the shadows of Thing 1 and Thing 2 running up the walls. However, again, it was for Aiden, and he didn't see it that way. Once we got off, Rachel and I looked at each other, just baffled by the weirdness of it. However, of course, Aiden was ecstatic.
It is a little
which
creepy.
I felt really good about.
It definitely is.
At least until Rachel asked him what his favorite part of the ride was.
The part with Thing 3. I love Thing 3.
Where the fuck you keep
He
seeing
said
this
as he
thing
casually
3?
began walking towards the playground area near the ride. After that, I'll admit I got kind of freaked out. I remembered him as a little kid making stuff up like that, but he was a little old to be doing it still. So I told him, maybe a bit too sternly, that there was no Thing 3 in the ride, and there wasn't one in the story either. I remember he just stared at me, eyes tearing up, and then went to go hug his mom, who then looked over at me disapprovingly.
I ain't gonna lie, I was like, what the fuck you want me to do? This little nigga scaring me, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you saying there's a thing 3 and it's not a thing 3. I'm not gonna sit here and play along, because I like my life. You're my kid, I gotta like your life too, you know what I'm saying? Like, what you mean thing 3? Where's there thing 3? I'm pretty sure he gonna end up seeing thing 3. This is gonna be creepy.
At that point, we pretty much just moved on with the rest of the trip. We did mostly all the other rides, and overall had a pretty good time, but I never really could shake what he had said. On our last day, we tried to figure out one more thing to do before heading home. We asked Aiden, and
terrifying.
of course he said he wanted to ride Cat in the Hat again. I didn't really like the idea, but I suppose I didn't have much control over it. So his mom and him went in while I waited at the exit. I pulled out my phone and started reading from a book I had started on the trip.
Okay.
And before I knew it, close to an hour had passed. There was literally no line, and the ride was like 2 minutes long. So that was really odd.
Where the hell they at?
I decided to call Rachel and see what was up, but her phone went straight to voicemail. Thinking maybe the ride had broken down, I walked into the queue to go ask one of the employees. Upon arriving in the loading zone, I started getting pretty freaked out. The ride was operating completely normal, and there was pretty much no line at all. I went and asked one of the employees if they had seen Rachel and Aiden get onto the ride, and they confirmed that they had at least an hour before. So I immediately asked if they could radio park security and have them help me look for them. Now, I don't know if you have ever lost someone at the parks, but they've got a pretty robust procedure for when something like that happens. However, even though they searched for an hour, they were not able to locate Aiden and Rachel. We even checked the security footage at the exit, but never saw them leave the ride. Considering there were a few moments where a bunch of guests were leaving at once, security just thought maybe they had been blocked by other people. We eventually got the cops involved, and they said they'd open a full investigation to try and locate them either inside or outside the park.
Yeah, where the fuck they
However,
went?
I was beside myself. I canceled our flights and paced around the park terrified for at least the next few hours. With no idea what else to do, I decided to ride the Cat in the Hat.
Oh,
See if
shit.
maybe there were any clues to their disappearance left inside the ride. As the ride
Investigator.
vehicle started, I began to realize just how disturbing the ride really was, especially after an incident like mine. Eventually, I approached the room where Thing 1 and Thing 2 are introduced, and I started noticing something I hadn't the first time I rode. It was like a quiet whimpering of a woman echoing through the corridors, without a specific location I could determine. Then I heard the sound of something scurry across the track from behind my vehicle, then above it. I looked around and saw nothing, but then heard something giggling from in front of me. I turned around and saw these Thing 1 and Thing 2 props pop out in front of the ride vehicle. They were bouncing from side to side and laughing hysterically as they did these disturbing somersaults.
What the
Then,
fuck?
as the vehicle entered the next room, I realized the scene was now comprised of an animatronic woman who looked like Rachel laying on her back. Her mouth was frozen open and eyes rolled in the back of her head.
Oh.
On her chest sat one of the little things, holding a kitchen knife with a huge smile on its face. There was a number 3 on his jumpsuit. The more I looked at it, the more I realized its face looked like Aiden's, aside from the blue hair and the white face. Upon this realization, I screamed and tried to get off the ride, only I couldn't get out of my restraints. After it finally ended, I told the employees to call security immediately and have them check it out. Security eventually showed up, and after thoroughly investigating all the rooms, they said they never found the woman or the Thing 3 prop I had said was in there.
What the
And
fuck?
I could tell from their attitude, they thought I was making everything up.
How the fuck this man make something up if they can confirm he came in with somebody else, bro? Like, all they gotta do is check literally what they can check, like the tickets, and see like he purchased 3 tickets, so he wasn't by himself. He wasn't on his dolo. You know what I mean? And then all they gotta do is cross confirm, be like, okay, well, I'm pretty sure they got cameras. They be like, okay, well, he's been to this ride before with a woman and a kid. Oh wait, what the fuck? And can't they check to see a woman and a kid went on the ride and they didn't come back from the ride? Like, bro, what the fuck?
It's been months since then, and I've gotten no word from the police or Universal.
This nigga got
I
his
have
kids.
tried riding again. Probably.
Yo, not only did he never find his wife and the kid, this boy went back to the scene of the murder with the demon and still didn't get no evidence, bro. What the fuck?
100 times, with no success in accessing that Thing 3 room again.
Oh.
I think there are probably certain things you have to do to see it.
What?
One is that you most likely need to ride the ride alone when it's completely empty. And I'm not sure if it helps, but it was near park close when I saw it, so probably around that time too.
That was a whole new.
If anyone else is ever able to see it, please take out your phone and film it, then send it to me.
I ain't gonna lie, don't jump scare me though. Don't jump scare me at all. I'm not gonna be happy if you jump scare me. Why?
I need proof of this, because I think the police have pretty much forgotten about my case at this point.
I don't care what y'all say.
I have to find out
Hey,
what
what y'all
happened
say?
to my
I'm not
family that
gangster,
day.
bro. When it comes to
And I will
supernatural, I'm not
rest
scared.
until
I'm
I
not
do.
gangster.
Hey, it's Mr. Freaky. Hope you enjoyed that original Creepypasta. Which kid's storybook character do you think is...
Yo, don't shut up, but I just want to make sure you don't.
Have a horrific evening.
Just want to make sure you don't jump scare me. Alright, cool. Woo! I would have been pissed if he did that to me, y'all. Yo. That's dope, though. This is an original, bro. Oh, he's written and narrated by him. Shit, bro. That's amazing, bro. That's really talented. Scary as hell, but really talented. Like, bro. Alright, so his character. That's sad, though. And it's just, like, what the fuck, though? Because, like, was Aiden Thing 3? Was he trying to make his own? I don't get it. Oh god, I don't get it. Like, it's not, don't get it twisted. It's a dope ass story. He killed it, but like actually, like, I don't get it. What the fuck was Thing 3 then? Was it like a hidden version of things, or was it just Aiden trying to going off the deep end? Like, that's crazy. I like it though. If you guys like what you saw, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share, and I will see you guys next time.